All right, can we get trade good? We also have these two still sitting here. I think he earned the 20 bucks. Well, if we weren't going to make a sergeant out of it, we wouldn't have dismissed him, obviously. Yeah, this made this much nicer, didn't it? We can get food and trade goods here now. What else? What are they buying for? I've got a shield now, so that's nice. Right, I kind of agree. That is a cheap 80 armor. But 80 gets scaled past pretty quickly. Caravan handlers are fine. We now have the weapons and the hats to support another guy. We're quite low on cash. We've been investing in trade goods, which is fine, but we got to find a location to sell them. And I do want to teleport off the town. So I need some money to teleport or more contracts. Why putting one guy far away? Go watch the guide videos. Essentially, it's the runner strategy, which seems to be the strongest early game strategy for splitting up opponents. Splitting them means you get 2 fights at lower numbers, as opposed to one big fight where they overrun you. So you take a lot less damage. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a sell value here. It's actually pretty low, it looks like. This was go look for some fictional location, and this is our cash right now. I do need people. That weapon sucks. Caravan hand stats are real medium. I think I'd rather hire here. Like pulling the creeps in Warcraft 3. Yeah, it's not a bad way of looking at it. This is a fearless gambler. Stars in the right places, low melee attack. I mean, it's fine. All right, so who do I have? Can I get a character name for the gambler? We need a banner. I don't know that he personally is a banner, but maybe. Doesn't really have enough melee attack for me for a banner. All right, let's do our promotions. Mr. Buster. It's a new patch, mod, or neither. It's a new DLC. Let's grab that. Yep. WoW updated the speed mod, so the speed mod is there. All right, Music Cat, level up here. It's an ugly set of rolls, wasn't it? Okay. Tragic booty. Well, now dodge is a lot more appealing because he keeps missing all the other rolls. It's Light's the new guy. Thank you. No, I'm not using the tweak mod. I'm just using the base Anatomist. You know what happens when I use mods triple P? The internet erupts in accusations of not playing the game properly, and I never hear the end of it. What are we doing with these? 4 HP is pretty reasonable. And a bit more stam. This is weak resolve too. Okay. Are you fodder? Depends how you roll. If you roll well, you could be a nice early banner. Otherwise, if you roll poorly, it's probably no good. Alright, so Tragic Booty is going dodge. Okay. Light is roll well. 54 starting resolve is quite strong with even a single resolve star. Really the problem is the melee skill. 52 is fine if we roll a lot. Like in the 80s would be fine. So with gifted, some other stuff, it might be okay. We'll see. It just depends how you roll. It's unlikely you end up well, but it's possible. All right, we've got an upgraded armor here. Still running 30 in the front. We definitely want a spear there. 68's probably a fine flail. Give him a spear there.
Something witty 54-month sub message.
I know, Colonel Skransky. That's the same thing I go through every time I turn on the stream. I'm like, something witty. That's what I got to get in that title. But I appreciate the resub. What are we doing here? I'm still backlining Mr. Buster. He's got good HP now. Some of the better melee defense. I think I would prefer to put Tragic... Oh, Tragic Booty just picked up dodge, though. So probably Nobu would rather sit in the back right now. So if we steal Nobu's hat... Throw Nobu in the back. Grab the reach weapon. Okay. Next triple P. Alright. So Nobu has our level up too. It's a decent melee defense roll. That HP roll is not decent though. Am I just gonna grab Pathfinder on all of these people right now? Or Gifted on all of these people right now? Probably just Gifted on all these people for the early game. I want to find some fucking raiders. We gotta get our gear going. Our last run started really nicely too. It just never quite managed to get going on the gear front. This is absolutely a gifted roll on Music Cat. And it's probably, but not certainly, a roll on Buster here. Or a gifted roll here. These are nice. This is just nice starting stats. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's grab these. Is there logic between those three? We're low enough level, we probably get more rolls at each of them, but there's a minimum stam amount that I'm comfortable with. Or a resolve amount, rather. And there's also issues here. I feel like this is such low HP. Okay. Aren't I concerned with early low HP? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay. Nobu here. Is there any world... So what are we doing with Nobu? Her melee defense is not enough that she's ever on the front line here. We keep leveling melee defense because her other stat rolls sucked here, but... What else do we want to do with this? Just keep going on some basic amount? Could ignore it entirely, go stam. She's got pretty low initiative for doing dodging. She looked like a thrower. We didn't level that either time. I don't really generally like this so low. I don't like range characters very much, but the throwers are very powerful, don't get me wrong. Maybe she could be an early game thrower. Like reach weapon thrower kind of deal. I don't generally like hybrids. Some HP. I mean, it's a nice dream, Nobu. Bannered. Bannered's an interesting idea. Generally a bit weird to run Banner on Craven. With low HP as well. But that would fix the fact that her melee defense is kind of garbage. I do need the Battle Brothers builds, thanks to the link. Okay. Yeah, 90 range is okay. I think early banner might be where I want this character. All right. let's break from here. Where are we headed? Down that way. We want to get out of this area. We got to go find raiders. We could run down here. There's a chance of a fight along the way. We can get missions from this area. But I think really the ideal missioning area for raiders is in here. Craven Banner. I think you're just weak-hearted or faint-hearted. You're not Craven, I don't think. But honestly, that's just a minus stat amount. An early game banner is more about having someone who can cast Rally than it is about having the greatest banner of all time. And honestly, the other thing is banners aren't that great. Period. Right? So it's kind of like, you don't have a banner, you can't take some fights. You'd prefer a banner. The gimmick for the Anatomists. You generate potions by killing beasts. The potions are one use or until the brother uses it on dies again. Each one has some unique effects for it. They don't really change much in the start. They're going to change more in the mid game, where they're going to enable some builds that you couldn't do otherwise. All right, if we're heading back that way and we have no mission here, we should check the towns for missions along the way. I'm not doing a bring that back. I don't think we're going to buy that caravan hand, so let's go to Jerstel. Yeah. Okay, rated is great. Yep. Barbarians. See, if this were just a fucking raider mission, that would be amazing. But it's barbs again. Do we want more flails? Flails are generally better the more of them we have. Spears are very strong versus unarmored foes, though. Just poking them. I think we are okay. Let's run this. All right. Okay. Dude, I gotta stop bringing runners versus doggos. This is just a waste of my runner. I don't really want that runner to die there either. Missed the 2 adjacency bonuses there, sadly. I'm not willing to move that in there. Nice. Okay. Hey, Tomulus. Thanks for 40 months. All right, another set of throwing axes, some cheese. Greenzer with the 21 months. Tier 3 sub, thank you. All right, battle's over. Nobu, early banner, beckons you over. In one of the tents is a barbarian nursing a wound. Man, woman, and children litter the floor around him. The sellsword points to him. We chase the savage in here. I think that's his family all around him, or someone he knows, because he just collapsed and hasn't moved since. You walk towards the man and crouch before him. You tap one of his deerskin boots and ask if he understands you. He nods and shrugs. Little, you did this. Didn't have to, but did. Finish me or I'll fight, or I fight with you. One, the other, all honorable. Seems he's offering his hand to fight with the company, no doubt part of some northern code that's foreign to yourself. He's also offering his head if you want that too, and he seems totally unafraid of giving it up. No one alive? Let him go. We could use a man like this. I think we take the free recruit. We just killed his family. He seems loyal after that. Now he has no other. No, we've taken divided loyalties. Before this, he cared about his kid and his wife. Then we killed his kid and his wife. So now he's only left loyalty to us. I think we do it. Could use a man like this. You stare at him, then take out your dagger and slice the inside of your palm. Squeezing the blood, you toss the dagger to the barbarian, then hold your hand out, the blood dripping steadily. The savage takes the blade and cuts himself in turn. He stands and puts his hand out to you, and you shake. He nods. Honor always with you, the only way, all the way. The man stumbles out of the tent. You tell the men to not kill him, but instead to arm him, which raises some eyebrows. His addition to the company is unforeseen but useful. The southern sellswords will get used to it in time, but for now, Filthy's fodder needs to return to the guy who gave us the mission, I guess. Okay. Dude, comes with 95 armor. He's superstitious, which is a really bad one. Melee star, 60 attack starting. Guy seems good.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Thanks, Maple B. Now, too bad that superstitious is there. You can't get rid of that, right? There's nothing that gets rid of that. Set his name? Yes, please. I mean, that's a 95 armor he just came with. The guy seems amazing. All right. But how amazing is this? It's another dodge, bro, right? 118 starting initiative. This is Lullaways. Go. I'd never dismiss this character. It's too good to dismiss. Well, never's strong. I would never dismiss it now, but look at this. 65 starting HP, 60 starting attack. Is this a pike god? Maybe. So how would we level this then? It would be this. We're going to slap dodge on later. Like, actually, initiative's not even bad for dodge. Dagger dodge. Why dagger? I mean, melee defense is the good role here for sure, but is it worth leveling melee defense in a character with one starting melee defense and no stars? Like, I get locked into, it's like mental path of least resistance, right? Like, you just like, I know this build kind of works later, and these aren't good characters, I don't care, I'll just level whatever. But you can lose some fun builds by doing that. And this particular playthrough is going to be all about new builds, right? That's the only particularly fun element the Anatomist added, is a couple new builds. And some of the ones I'm interested in are... melee defense is better than initiative even with dodge. But you're evaluating something slightly different. If you're asking, is 3 melee defense better than 1 dodge, 4 melee defense, the answer is yes. If you're asking, is 5 initiative better than 3 melee defense, when you're taking dodge on a brother who does things like attack, where initiative can be valuable, especially if you're making him into a pike, where initiative is very valuable, then maybe not quite as clean a comparison, right? Resolve to help against superstitious. I think it's half. You just lose half your resolve with superstitious, and it's a triggered event that you know about ahead of time. I'm not sure we want to mess with superstitious. It's not that I care so much about superstitious individually. I can't even remember if it gives stat minus to begin with. It's not this, it's the event that comes with it. This is bad enough, but it's the event that's sort of the crippling part of this. So I guess the question is, would we ever make this character into a pikeman, in which case the initiative is more valuable than the melee defense? We're gonna, clearly this guy's gonna end up with dodge. It's very tempting to just do this, right? Because we know all these 3 stats are very important.
A kind gesture.
Rafaldi, thanks for the $5.
New recruit here. Hope to slay some orcs one day.
I don't want to take a 3 resolve roll either. I'll take a 4 later. If he's ending up with dodge, why not build into it? Because the actual value of dodge doesn't really increase very much by adding initiative points, right? All right, he's got another level up. So here again, I'm a little tempted by the resolve, a little tempted by the melee defense. Could use Colossus instead of the +4 health. I will use Colossus and the 4 health in all likelihood. This character looks nimble to me with such high starting hit points and 2 good rolls with kind of medium fatigue. So I think this would be something like Colossus dodge to start with into probably eventually building towards nimble. But who knows? They're early game characters. Early game characters sometimes live and often don't. So who gets this armor? Don't know. Got a 65 we could swap it with. He's at 65 attack already. His stam isn't great. What does this weigh? 10? I think we're looking something like this to start. Okay. Well, this is not a late game stat, superstitious pretty much ever. So, but in the early game, this character is super powerful. So we're really happy to have just a nice addition. I mean, this is like, this is a high level militiaman kind of for like stats we just picked up basically. Is it better in this order? Honestly, I just wasn't thinking about it. I probably would take it in the opposite order next time, but it's probably fine. All right, I want that at 100. And let's go back, get paid, move on. Dodge is a lot of defensive stats. There's no denying that, for sure. I should have sold while they were ambushed. Fuck. There's a 250 caravan hand. Shitty weapons, though. Furs again. We have the money to buy them, so we will be doing that. And those are 184 tools. God, this place is amazing. Okay. Still at 19 medical supplies. All right. Okay. So I just spent all of our money, so we probably need another mission. Haven't been to there yet. Okay. What do I look for when I'm starting a fresh save? I don't really want to answer all these questions again. If you just check out, I have a video which is called the very early game of Battle Brothers or something like that. It's a guide video. I talk about what I'm looking for in a seed. I go through the whole thing in, you know, like 5 minutes of detail. So if you're looking for that specifically, I'd suggest you watch that. All right, we can sell for some profit here. We do need a bit of money. They're buying at 14, which isn't great. So if one of my mods could link him the vid, he can just watch that. It answers that question. So you're looking for a whole bunch of things on the map. Let's see, brigand problem. Yep. Camp east of here, and they're brigands. Hell yeah. So they're not barbarians. Okay. Now that is a little bit scary because that's a proper camp. 2 to 3 poachers and thugs. No raiders. So it's going to be a little higher risk than the other fights because range units. But everything's squishy. Okay. Yeah, we'll take it at night for sure. Okay. I did check sale prices. They weren't good. These guys are going to be fortified at the top of a hill, right? All right, in we go. Who else has the 30? It's you. Okay. Shouldn't I give people shields? There's a downside to shields. They're not free. Okay, not on top of a hill is nice, I gotta say. could actually get in reach of these. They have attacks left though. They're fortified. They don't come out unless they want to. And I only have 2 ranged weapons, and they had 2 to 3 poachers. So they probably have range superiority no matter which way we look at that. I don't have any unprotected heads, though they do. Yep. We're going to get stabbed a couple times here. I'm not so worried about that one, although I can get stunned out of this. I don't know that anyone else can get there is the problem. This guy can run around. So Tragic Booty can get there. But I won't be in range on these guys. A, there's a tree stump there, and B, I have to walk over the hill. Might be better to go there. Hit us, but didn't stun us is nice. Does it matter here? Push in immediately. The upside, so the problem with skipping is it's minus initiative, and with dodge it actually matters if you've skipped. So I kind of don't hate just walking in, swinging, ending turn. So we ignore shields, and he's already wounded. I could also get on their archers. I don't know if I want a range weapon or not. Could also get here and protect my reach weapon. Maybe even shoot for the head. Hey, Care Bear.
Cheers.
66 months, tier 2 sub. Thank you very much. Getting a lot of hits on us this turn, which really sucks. Bo's running away. These things are not close to breaking. Moving in there won't break them. We're already bleeding. Buster's pretty valuable. I think we just move looking for that archer. We're gonna lose Music Cat in about 1 second here unless we fucking do something about it, so. He's full surrounded. His armor's only dented. We're gonna just chunk armor here, sadly. But I need him dead before he kills our guy. Cool. Don't think we actually can run them down, but sometimes you get weird initiative swaps. Like they fatigue out or they panic or something. Anyway. Okay. Another flail, another dagger. It's not even bad. All right, there's a poacher here. We could look for an early thrower slash archer. Remember, we did take that mission specifically for money. So it would kind of be nice to be able to leave this area. To leave this area, I need enough money to pay the shipping cost. It's not very good prices here. I'm a little I mean, not for selling. I'm a little tempted to buy one of these tools again. I know, tools are so cheap here and the city north of us. But if I then drop 400 on tools, we may or may not actually be able to get out of here. It's very tempting though. Long term, it's always going to be good to pick up cheap tools. What's the cap? Is it 100? 150? Go. Let's go to the boat. There's our midday tick. All right, let's see what it costs us and what they have. First of all, what's the mission? Could be brigands. Where is this? I have no idea where Tanstad is. Day to the east by road. Is it somewhere we wish to go? Nope. Okay. Boat cost.
A gleaming endowment.
Thank you very much, Care Bear. Resubbing,
Coach,
donating.
I am fast and willing to run.
All right, fast and willing to run. We have not named our insecure dastard runner, but if you're willing to run, you're in. Okay. All right. Tragic booty. What are we doing here? That guy is bad. Only because you don't know what he's doing. He's actually absolutely perfect. Quite honestly, this is peak performance. This is what peak performance in a cripple looks like. He is alive. And he's cheap. And the rest of it we don't give a shit about. So, I don't know. Seems pretty good to me. Alright, more level ups. It's light leveled. How did he do on the melee attack roll? Minimum. Rolled well for resolve if we want to do banner related stuff. Rolled well for HP. I forgot this guy has 85 fucking stam. Level him for max running ability? Yeah, maybe. Alright, what are we doing with Tragic Booty? Our dodge dude. He did miss his melee defense roll. So that's always happening. I think I'm taking 6 initiative over 1 melee defense here. I know. It's actually less melee defense, but other things, right? So. All right. Grab ourselves some gifted. We are still using them frontline. We could just grab some melee defense too. Like that, maybe. Okay. Yeah, it is almost one, but not quite one. All right, what are we doing on Care Bear? Get a lot of resolve. 42 HP, he's living the dream. Okay. 9 lives tank. Does 9 lives change anything? The way this character works is it splits off, and if it gets caught, it dies. If it gets caught and gets butchered and then triggers 9 lives, how is it living another round? Doesn't really seem to help at all. I'm leaning towards Pathfinder or Adrenaline here. Adrenaline lets me super bait and then make sure we go first the round after. But Pathfinder is pretty good here too. Okay. All right, we're gonna teleport down there. Question is to which exact location? Adrenaline go first, die faster. Adrenaline go first, run away from units that would normally move ahead of you otherwise, so you don't get caught, is the idea behind that. We want to go to Albeck, but we could run to Albeck. Problem with going to Kraken Wader is we can get scammed, right? It will generate missions here, which is like a 45-day run. So I think I would prefer to go there. All right, rated, rebuilding effort. They aren't paying shit for our stuff. I mean, we technically make profit, but we're not very excited by that. These are thieves, yes. Follow the tracks, thieves stole shit. Come on, like one raider, not a thrower. There's a monk here too, if we want to come back and recruit that, which we might. All right. Yes! 2 to 3 raiders. All right. So gear. 67, 66, 71. Armor is still repairing. Sadly, we got cracked in the head on Music Cat. I know, gear finally. Agreed. 65, 67, 66, 71. Let's hope the raiders didn't bring their hats. Got a dagger unassigned as well. All right. Yeah, no problem. Hope you enjoy the guide. The guide should be, I made it with the intent to give new players enough information to jump into the game seriously if they were interested in it. So hopefully it does just that. All right, I think we're okay on more shields. We're a little light on armor repair, but something I can do about that particularly. We've got hats and everybody. Is this a 30 or 35? 30, okay. All right, we want this gear. Don't really want to fight them on hills. All right, that's terrifying. Tier 2 spear, good gear, but nice armor, a shield, and a tier 2 spear. We got to panic them. I would love to pick up another bill hook. Could try to take this high ground. Okay. I could try to back up to there. I wonder if they think they have range superiority or not. Depends how many raiders. So there's 6. We're missing 1 here. That's a raider, thug, 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 raider. I don't know what they're like. He's in the bush, so I don't know what it is. We gotta be careful. If we split these units and that raider chases this guy, we might end up in a position where he just walks. I like this line for engagement. Anyone's guess is whether or not they let me do this. We'll try. Didn't seem like they moved there. Oh, they are though. Okay. What's the last guy? Didn't notice the cut Achilles tendon. The runner cannot actually run. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Second bill hook, insanely armored. Yeah, F indeed. That's super fucking bad news for me. They brought their hats, minus this guy. Dead. Feels bad. Oh, he's fleeing. All right, so instead of being useful, we've instead given them high morale. And we haven't really gained any time at all with it. Not very pleased about that outcome. Nice. Okay. I thought that was one of the fatigue ones for some reason. I didn't realize it was the stam one. Oh, we fucked that engage up then. All right, so how do we want to do this? 2 bill hooks is too much, obviously. What does the throw cost? 4. We could try to kill this guy with flails. Playing with fire a bit there. Could get beneath the spear. Very nice. Less nice. I think we have to kill this guy just outright if we can. Alright, so kept him in place, didn't bust his armor there. That seems good. Kept our guy alive, which is great. I don't think we got the second set of armor, but I said the guy with the spear and the shield with the heavy armor is going to be so fucking dangerous. Alright, there's the full stab. Too bad about Care Bear. Screwed that up. Alright, so what dropped? The spear didn't drop. The big helm did. Decent arm. One of the armors dropped, but not the other one. And both hooked blades dropped. So we're now up to 3 hooked blades. Which isn't exceptional, but it's okay. Yeah, not bad. Alright. So we can get, I think this is triple 1380. Never played Imperialism. Exactly, wow. That is very good money. Although this is one of the towns that I would like to, I don't care about rep with this town necessarily. I just care about missions from this town. Renown hit's kind of annoying. I would like to be able to access those citadels. But is it, I don't remember what the outcome of this is. If it is a renown hit or if it's a, I can't remember how the standing hits work exactly. You do a couple of these, you'll like piss the faction off, right? I do not want to set back our renown gain. So what are we trading here exactly? Do I piss the town off or do I make the town doesn't become hostile, right? The town just becomes less friendly. It's a small hit. Everything's a small hit, but there's small gains, so small hits are fairly big deal. Comes cold. Yeah, it's tough to really care, isn't it? All right. Flip a coin. All right. It's my vote for the worst suggestion thus far. Are we staying here? So these are the double citadels that we can't interact with. We're okay on food, good on tools. We have enough money for a while. This is our arena city there. Early arenas are pretty win. Nobu leveled. Okay. And so did Mr. Buster. I'm regretting not taking any of those resolve rolls at the moment. What are we? All right, so we're past the just, well, barely, but technically past the whatever I want here. This guy's a solid 0 stand. We just take another stam roll too. Okay, so what are we doing with this guy then? Colossus gifted. Quick hands, Pathfinder, underdog. All right, so if we're setting this up for that, this is probably either then Pathfinder for the early stam, particularly helpful for fighting the deserts, or quick hands right now. Get some throwing axes out. Yeah, 0 stam still requires some stam investment, because you want 0 stam after gear, right? Or enough stam that you can still have enough stam to work with. But all right, Nobu hit there. It's a good roll. Not very happy with the 62 HP. Anything. Stam is super valuable in banners though. I think we have to take a bit more HP. She's like 1 archer shot away from dead always at 62 HP. All right. Are we building this as a banner? Probably. I'm not supposed to be taking gifted till much later doing that, but all right. This is just rally. Could be backstabber and we could wait. Can't remember if this was... The problem is I'm using it outdated. I'm using season 13 builds right now. I can't remember if we changed our gladiator, our resolve build student. So, all right, this could be student here also. It's a little late for it, but... Student Colossus, Fortified Mind, Rally the Troops, Cleaver Spec, Nimble, Quick Hands Path. Yeah, we dropped back. It's good I looked, because we dropped it in the end. We dropped Quick Gifted. We took Gifted at the end. So late game banner builds. I need to start building this season's builds, I guess. What season is this, chat? Like season 9058? Yeah, but it worked out that Backstabber didn't quite do what we thought it did for a long time. It was slightly worse in the end. $42,069 could be true. It's certainly up there. All right. I don't know what we want to call this. Let's pick a number, chat. What's the number everyone likes? There's a lot of 7s, but we can't pick a season we've already done. Think how confusing that would be for YouTube and follow-up people trying to use the spreadsheet. They'd be like, wait, there's season 7 in here twice. And one is like 15 years after the first season 7. We could do 17, gets your 7 in there. You guys want season 17? Okay. It's decided. If it makes anyone happy, it's sheet 24 on my spreadsheets. Don't know why it won't let me actually drag this in front of that. Okay. Season 17. Well done, chat. Well done. We nailed it. All right. So we've got our Goblin Banner, which I liked. I added a bunch of shit to this. And I want the zero stam builds, which I think were in the... We have one in the... Yeah, look, we got one in the Gladiator builds in Season 14, so these are probably the more perfected ones. I don't remember if we ended up with Steelbrow and Executioner in the end. Alright, I think these are the only two builds. I guess we add one more too, which would be the... where is it? I need a non-zero stam, just tanky boy. Duelist. Seems very good. Dodgy two-handed build. We didn't end up liking dodge two-handed build very much, but it's fine. Yeah, the Season 14 builds look okay. Looks like I might have known what the fuck I was doing when I made them. Although they're based around having the core gladiators to fight for you, so they fill a lot of the early damage roles. Oops. Okay. What spreadsheet is he talking about? The spreadsheet? The Battle Brothers spreadsheet? So what do we end up with then? How far off path are we? Why don't I have any throwers in here? We tried guns and we hated it. I think I got angry every time I fired a gun, if I recall correctly. I think I'm going to steal the Season 13 baddie builds. Just build this out. Alright. And I think I want one more. There's got to be an early... Oh, we got mega builds. Did I just not use megas in the... Gladiator builds? I might not know. Because the Bear Gladiator was really, really good. Man, I got a lot of really cool builds in here. I just wish I could remember which ones I ended up using and which I didn't. Is this any different, for example? Like, I'm just about to add this one. What is this one? Any different? I guess I can put this on screen while I'm working through this. Sorry. Talking to myself, looking at something you guys can't see is probably really fucking irritating. My bad. Looking at this. All right, so so I want to skip the step of having to think about every single brother every time I look at them, because it wears me down across the course of a day. What I prefer to do is work with builds that I've tested and perfected over the years of playing this. So the thought is essentially, what are we doing this time? And the problem is normally I would just take the most up-to-date build that we were using in the last season and just be like, all right, that's my current thought process. This is where I'm currently at and how I interact with the game. And I'd be happy with that. The problem is the last one of those we did was a Gladiator playthrough. And the Gladiator playthrough twists everything because of the 3 super powerful characters you start with. So not doing that, we don't start with 3 super powerful characters here. We need to figure out what we're doing with the rest of the stuff. So the thought here at the moment is we have some early game guys who just are never going to get better but are fine early. We need a banner at some point, so banner builds in there. I like the zero stam builds. They're super efficient early to mid game frontliners. We're going to absolutely pick up some duelists this playthrough because I want to make an orc duelist with the new stuff. Cultist is more relevant. The problem with the cultist stuff is it's all based around having infinite stamina. So the cultist stuff is like none of the builds really do none of them really work for non non-guys, right? Because they're all based around having a profit with like ridiculous stam regeneration, etc. So I'm a little dubious about picking those up. Although there's my thrower build. Orc Duelist, yep. Which I did want, because I do love the throwers. They're so powerful. They got nerfed though, right? Okay. You don't think the builds are that modified? Well, maybe that's true then. Why is season... Anyway. Yeah, there's our super... So how does that compare, for example? Like right, that one right there. So I want to grab both these. There's our duelist build again too. Like these are the four I'm looking for. This is essentially non-zero stam DPS, zero stam DPS, duelists, and banners. And then my throwers. So I mean we can grab these and see. We'll just have to cut down in a minute. Where are we? Wait, where's my fucking current one? There it is. All right. Am I playing the new patch? No, I'm playing an old patch just for the fun of it. Of course I'm playing the new patch. Let's see. So what we want to compare are essentially how is this one different? This is the cultist two-hander build that's not zero stam. It's like that one. And biggin. All right, these two here. So this is, how did this change from those two seasons? These are the zero stam builds. Colossus, Gifted, Quick Hands, Pathfinder, Underdog, Battleforge, Weapon Spec, Killing Frenzy, Steel Blow, Executioner. Steel Blow. Okay, so it didn't change at all. Fantastic. Although we did update the requirements here from 20 to 25. Interesting. And gifted subs. The true Mandalore gifting subs. Thank you, Mandalore. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, so I think we can probably get rid of this duplicate. That's fine. I don't remember if we want 25 or 20. I'm going to move to 25. I think we ended up with 25 because we were concerned about getting dazed, and this made us immune to being dazed, which otherwise shut the whole build down, if I recall correctly. Okay. All right. How about our... This is just basically melee DPS, two-handed melee DPS. Seems fine. All right. Duelist build looks fucking amazing. All right, Bannerman. All right, where are our multiple banner builds here? This one here. Student Colossus, Fortified Mind, Rally, Cleaver, Nimble, Quick Hands, Pathfinder, Gifted, and Footwork. We dropped Anticipate in the end. I like that. Gives us a chance to get Nobu killed in the late game. I'm in. All right. And anything else we want to clean out of this? How are our duelist builds? So I hated the dodgy two-hander build. I used it one season, was like, I'm never touching that again. But we have a bunch of dodge brothers already, so we should probably put a bit more effort into figuring out this. What is this? Cleaver, Generalists. So this is for whip use. Why didn't I copy the text? Anyone know where I found that? And I really did enjoy the triple Catal build. That thing was nuts. I don't know if we can do that. Why did I hate it? Because it didn't function as well as the other builds, essentially. Forgotten already. It's fine. This is probably enough. This is probably enough to get going, right? We've got some early game garbage. We've got some people who are decent to build towards, and we can fuss with the rest of it later.